coming on the YouTube page.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yes.
there we go. Yes, it's now. Yeah, it's now live.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, it always takes a little bit. Yeah. So I
Now
have
we're
to.
live.
Yeah.
I can see it as well. Hi, everybody.
I
Small technical
I,
difficulties.
so I will also shout out. And we were just talking about what crazy stuff we could do at our first meetup in Wageningen at Pokémon Nord Space, where we're going to assemble the Ultra Benchy.
and yeah, Ultra Benji is a project by Pokon that is a really big Benji made of all kind of pieces from the whole community. So
Yes, we built lots of parts. I think it was 312, if I remember
something
correctly.
like that. Yeah.
So it will be a huge Banshee.
Yeah. I think it's
Yeah,
around 600 millimeters in size or something like that, if I remember correctly.
yes, 600 or 700, I'm not quite sure. And I finished yesterday printing the rest of the Benchy parts because lots of people claimed parts and then they didn't print them. And Paco and I were still printing some of the remaining parts.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to see how the parts fit together because it's so many people print with different printers,
Oh,
different.
I'm pretty sure that will be a really big problem.
We will see. We have some X-Acto knives, I think. We have glue. We will get this thing done.
And all it will be live streamed, so that will be great.
Hi, Robert.
Thank you for the win. Hello.
Hi.
Sorry, I was a bit late. I'm a bit slow moving today. My foot's really sore for some reason.
Oh God. Okay. But it's good that you're there.
Yeah, I'm still here. 96 hours a week. I'm still kicking.
Oh,
So why
go to sleep.
can't you sleep? What's the
Uh,
reason?
I think it's partly because of my little micro narcolepsy sleeps, but there have been extended periods in the past where I've had massive cases of insomnia as well. Like
Oh.
back when I was working prior to getting sick, there was several months where there was like 3 or 4 weeks within like a 4-month period where I would just not sleep for like 8 days, and
Oh my goodness.
I just couldn't. Like I'd work all week, and come Saturday lunchtime or something, I'd lie down on the couch, sleep for 8 hours, get up, and stay awake for another 8 days, and I just sleep. But the strange thing, my body didn't feel like it needed it either. Like my brain and everything was working fine.
Strange.
I feel fine, so
8 days.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's crazy.
I would die, seriously.
The worst thing about it is the mental insanity, because
Oh yeah.
you got to keep your mind active, because like if you lie down, just your brain's still going, and like you've got to do something. Like if there's nothing on TV to watch or whatever, you just sort of lie there going, oh God, I'm bored, I need to do something. And yeah, after like day 5 or so, you kind of like, I'm really over this, I just want to sleep.
God.
Well,
I
rest, huh?
I know this thing with the insomnia because I'm suffering from that too. At the moment, I get in a period where I can only sleep like 5 to 6 hours, and yeah, or even less. And yeah, that
It's
is mentally it's you know.
It's quite normal for
No.
me to only sleep like 3 or 4 hours in a night.
Mm,
That's always been the case for me. But
mm,
um, yeah, it's been really weird. Like, a few weeks ago, I was sleeping like all day,
mm,
and I think that might also be a part of it as well. But the medication that my doctor had me on, I was just like sleeping all day.
yeah,
Uh,
that was the medication. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm,
Yeah,
I will
neon.
always need my 8 hours of sleep every night.
yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, I'm really grumpy. It's
Oh
Yeah, I
God.
know that feeling. If I don't get my 8 hours, I'm in a bad mood. I'm a
yeah,
really you don't want to meet me in the morning if I haven't slept well. Believe
yeah,
me.
and the same as you. You really don't want to see me without or before coffee in the morning.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
that's I.
That's the same with me. In the morning, you better go out of my way if I don't have at least 1 or 2 cups of coffee.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm the
It's the
same.
first thing I do when I wake up, making coffee. It's
Mm, yeah.
exactly. It just has to be coffee.
yeah, and as
Otherwise,
strong as
yeah.
possible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, otherwise, my motor is not running if I don't have a coffee.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, I'm awake and everything, but I just can't concentrate on
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
It's just like my mind is wandering and here and there. And
Oh,
if I hear
yeah,
if I hear noises in the morning, I really get mad. So I need my
oh,
coffee to calm down, and
yeah.
then everything is fine. Usually, one isn't enough.
Yeah.
Once you need 2 or 3,
I,
but
I,
after that, I'm good.
Yeah. Me too.
I drink one before I go on the bike and bike 7 kilometers to work, and then
Mm.
at work I drink 2, 3, 4 more at least.
Oh, really? Oh my
Yeah,
God. Okay.
and after that I am sort of in a workable state.
Oh, really?
Sort of.
Now, especially like last
Uh,
week, I was at work at 6:30 or something like that, and yeah, then it's just crazy. It's really early, and I'm really tired. Then yeah, I just need that coffee.
I can understand that.
life without coffee
That's,
doesn't work.
no,
Mm, I
it's,
can't imagine. That's one thing I had to sort when I first went to China because my mother-in-law didn't drink coffee.
Mm.
uh,
So
Not at all.
nah, like she only really drank tea. So she had no coffee in the house or
oh,
anything. And luckily, there was a kind of international grocery store there, and I went and they actually had the brand of coffee that I drink. So I was just like, oh my god, this is so good.
Thank you.
It
yeah.
was like $40 for the coffee
Oh wow.
because
Oh
of
my goodness.
the import
That's crazy.
kind of thing. It cost
Yeah.
like 3 times as much as it did at home. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like every other piece of food in this country is like $1. Because our dollar equals like six of, or at the time equaled six of their dollars. So everything was just
Mm.
dirt cheap,
It's
except for this coffee.
boy.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
So were you married to was your wife Chinese?
Yeah, she came from Shanghai.
Ah, okay. I've been to Shanghai 3 times. It's an incredible city.
Yeah, I went there. I think 6 or 7 times. I love it.
Wow.
It's a great
Mhm.
city.
It's an incredible city, isn't it?
Absolutely. I was
I
lucky
would
enough
love
to.
to go to there. I've never been to that side of the world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to Tokyo once on my way back as well, and that wow, dream come true. So good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was in
I just
Osaka. What did you want to say, Paul?
I just have been to America and Europe, and that's it basically. I would love to go to Tokyo and also Australia. It's really one of the places I love to go to, but it's really
Yeah, me
expensive.
too. Yeah, Australia and New Zealand. I would love to go.
Yeah,
I want to go to Europe and America.
yeah,
I have straight hair. I want curly hair. You know, it's always
yeah.
just what you don't have, you want. Always the same thing.
Good thing we have the internet, so we can meet so
Oh.
many people from all over the world.
Oh, and if you
that's true.
think like 10 or 20 years ago, there was nothing like this at all. That's crazy,
Yes.
actually.
Yeah, that's true. So we have two viewers. We have Bilko and we have David.
Hello.
I hope they
No.
like what you see.
What?
I hope they like what they see.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if they're still with us because if everybody's over, if all of us four are on YouTube too, then nobody's watching anymore because we're it says four viewers.
Well, we are still having fun with each other, so
Yeah.
that's the most important part.
You know, once in a while, I just tend to look and to see how popular we are. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, what have you been printing lately? Well,
Nothing
you
at
said you
all.
didn't print anything, but
No.
what was the last thing?
The last thing, it was something on my phone on.
Ah,
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, I got it a few streams ago. I can remember what this was actually. Let me see if I can find it. It's
okay. And you?
You who me?
Yes.
I haven't printed anything since the big red thing that I did, which is over there. I've been busy.
Was it a figure? Was it a figure? Was it?
Hang on 2 seconds.
I'm
Oh,
making everybody stand up. Oh my goodness.
so. I have to.
Welcome to our stream. We have just a few empty chairs. I hope you like it.
Hey, I'm back. So.
me too.
It was a Venomite Pokemon from Flowalistic.
Ah, okay.
So it's the
yeah.
new. It's a new modified version of the low poly Pokemons that he made. So and then in the Venomite version. So it's really nice. This one failed a bit, but here the feet is missing a part. Yeah, it came out really nice. I think it was. I printed them together, and I think it was an 8-hour print or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah,
Wow.
and
Yeah, I
really,
printed that one.
Wow, that is incredible.
And that one printed in 3 hours and 10 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
Which layer height?
This was 10 micron.
Which voxel size? Also which resolution?
I printed it. I don't know offhand what the XY resolution was, but I printed it on a like pretty much the full build volume, which is 200 by 113, I think. So and 1080p, so 1920 by 1080, projected into 200 by 113.
yeah.
So you know what you could do? It would be very interesting. Do you have something to film? Make a like a YouTube film, or it doesn't have to be a YouTube film if you don't want to. Just maybe for us. I want to see the equipment and the printing process. You know what it looks like. what the software is. That would be really, really nice. I would be very, very interested. I don't know if you can concentrate on that because I know you're so tired. You don't have to do it now. Please do it
No,
please do it after a phase where you sleep well. But I would be very interested.
Yeah, I was hoping to do some kind of time lapse with my webcam
Yes,
when I first bought it, but the
please
cable
do
doesn't,
so.
the cable doesn't reach the PC
Oh,
that it
yeah.
runs on,
Oh, okay.
and like to do it nicely, I need USB 3, and that PC the printer runs on doesn't have USB 3,
Mm.
so I need to get some kind of powered hub to extend my camera because using an extension cable
Yeah.
makes
That's on.
it
Uses,
too
uses,
long for how
yeah.
to get to the
Yeah.
camera. So it
Yeah,
just
you will
gives
get
me,
USB 2 speeds probably.
well,
Do
no,
you-
it just no signal at all.
Do
So
you have some kind of camera? You know, it doesn't have to be a time lapse. You don't have to be, you know, I know what the nicest solution would be. You want a time lapse, but this doesn't work. So this is now status. It doesn't work. So what do you
Yeah.
have? What would work? Is it? Do you have some kind of mobile phone with a small camera in it?
I
Do you have something
do,
like that?
but
Just
the
to take a picture. It doesn't have to be a film. It's just a picture would
well,
be enough.
I actually did do a small kind of time lapse
Oh yeah.
of the print quite a while ago now,
Yeah.
but it was only sort of from directly above, so you couldn't see the entire printer. All you could see was
Yeah,
like,
this is what I want to see. I want to see the entire printer. You know, I want to see the entire printer,
yeah, that's
what
the
it looks
problem.
like. Then maybe
I don't,
one part when it's printing, but it doesn't have to be a film. Don't stress yourself too much and don't say, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. Just use what you have, and I would really love to see that.
that's the thing. Like, I've got a DSLR,
Yeah, then use that one.
but
Use it.
it only has a quick shot mode, so it'll take like 3 shots in a row.
It doesn't.
It
It doesn't have a video mode at all.
No,
No,
it's
we're not. We don't have to. It doesn't have to be a video. Just take some nice pictures. That would be enough. Make a
well,
post. I would be
I do
very
have
interested.
pictures of my printer.
Yeah.
I just don't have any kind of time lapsey sort of stuff. Let me see if I can
Okay. Yeah.
dig up pictures of my printer. Got them somewhere.
You can share You can share your screen.
Yeah,
Do you know that?
yeah. I just got to find the picture first. Buried somewhere in a folder here.
Because that is really impressive. If you say 3 hours, that is crazy.
It's insane, an
Yeah.
That
insane
is
speed.
insane.
Yeah.
Just-
Especially with that resolution.
yes. And it's a. Do they sell abroad? Do they sell the printer abroad?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where do they sell it? In which countries?
Well, I don't know that they have distributors internationally at the moment, but they do. They certainly do organise shipping internationally. Like they've sold to America and all that kind of stuff. In fact, they sold more units internationally than they have in Australia. Like,
Can you
quite
can you tell me the name again?
yeah, the website is gizmo3dprinters.com.au.
It's more 3D print. Okay, I've got it.
And where's the share screen thingy?
Super speed UV
It's
resin.
at the left
3D
bottom.
printer per cell. Okay, here. Wow, but it seems to be a very massive machine, a very big one, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'll share this. This is my
Wow. Wow.
that's my printer.
Oh, okay, and so it projects the picture from above on the resin.
Yeah,
Ah,
so that's
Okay.
the projector sitting
Wow.
above it.
Mhm.
so what's the exposure time for each layer?
Uh, impossible to say because like 99% of the time I print in what is called continuous mode. So
Wow.
it doesn't expose a layer, dip and raise. It just continuously moves down. So it kind of
Okay.
plays a movie of the
Yeah.
layers.
Yeah.
I do have the ability to do the same kind of printing as you guys do.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
and mine also has a hybrid mode now, which it can do an exposure, a dip, and then a raise without a pause. Um, and I can actually alternate between all three modes within a single print.
Okay.
So if I wanted to do one bit continuously and then get better accuracy, I could start doing pauses and then
Yeah. But
do
that
into
also explains why it's only 3 hours, because it's
yeah,
printing continuously and it's not doing for each layer a certain amount of time.
So
But it doesn't have to raise from the wet. So basically, you don't have to loosen it from the bottom surface. So basically, it can just go down.
so it's a top-down printer. But what
Yeah.
I'm wondering, because I'm on their website now, so you have the Kitsy Mate, the small one. For
yes,
my
yes, the small one.
SD, no, the small one.
Of
And
course.
what I'm wondering is that it is not encased. So if you leave it sitting in the room like that, it is exposed to the daylight, and then the resin should cure.
Yeah.
But
Well,
why doesn't
when
it
I'm
have
not,
that happen?
how do I turn my bloody screen share off? Or is it off?
The same
It is off
same button.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah,
it
when I'm not printing, I just put a piece of cardboard over it and it doesn't cure.
yeah. I actually have the same on my photon. I put the white foam on it to keep the resin that's in there from curing. I just still have resin in there,
Mm.
and I just put on the that foam that came in the box and put it on there, and for now it stays okay.
Yeah, but you know,
You-
ours has this orange plastic around it, and the orange prevents all
A
these
bit,
405 nanometer resins from curing.
yeah,
Not
for
not
a
really
bit,
protecting. It's just it makes it a little bit
yeah.
um less
it,
curing. So
it's still there.
um,
So I hope by blocking
you
it a
really
bit
need.
with the foam, yeah, it's wide, so it's probably not the best, but yeah, it's better as nothing.
You know why I know that it's preventing it from curing? Because at work, I'm working in a company that creates materials, dental materials that go in the mouth that are light curing. And all those production sites, all those rooms that create materials for that are light curing, they have all orange lights and orange windows.
Yeah,
And
but
my I leave my resin in my printer all the time, and I haven't printed since 2 weeks, and nothing has been cured in there. And
from what I
I'm not blocking it from above with
from
anything.
what I have read is it's if you leave it around a month in there without anything besides the
Mhm.
orange
Yeah.
or with the orange, it still starts curing a tiny bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah,
But
2 weeks.
it
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
It should
so
be
it
good.
starts around a month, and then you get
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
prior to printing this and that model by Trajan that I did, I hadn't printed for 3 or 4 months, maybe.
Mm.
Oh wow.
No curing of my resin whatsoever. The only thing is that the the color kind of separates a bit, so it actually sort of sinks to the bottom. So if I leave it for some time, I use just like a standard kitchen stick blender and stir it up before I put it.
That's the same with the proton. You need to stir it a bit and make sure it's that's. But there is going to 7 liters within the vat for that printer. That's like a lot. 7
Yeah,
liters of resin.
I think the small vat that I have at in there at the moment holds about 3 or 4, but the large vat is almost 7. Because I have 2 vat sizes.
That's crazy.
Whoops.
And I do.
Did you?
It's happened again. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
And there goes my copyright streak.
We're not allowed to sing.
Oh God. So the last thing that I was saying, and then you went off, it was that the Gitsi made 130 and the Gitsi made 260. The 130 has 7 liters of resin in there, and the 260 has 10 liter of resin in there.
That's
crazy. So crazy.
Yeah. And Wilco just posted the shipping. That's $650 US dollars. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's a machine and it is heavy.
Oh my goodness.
And
so basically you have to pay for all the kilos that are shipped.
So just get a Prusa SL1 or something like that. It's that.
Yes.
That is crazy.
I was thinking of getting a Form 2 and Fuse 1 or a Syntratec SLS1.
Yeah.
When I bought this, and the shipping on it was like
it's the same.
Extra $1,000 on top almost.
Mm.
It's the same as for us with this machine, for exactly the same reason.
Yeah, well, when I discovered that this is actually not only made in Australia but in the same city that I live, I was like, oh my God, I can just go and pick it up.
If you can carry it, if it's so heavy.
Well, yeah, luckily, you can split it up. You can take the projector off, and that came in its own little bag and everything. The separate kind of thing. It basically just sits loose on the bottom. And the rest of it, with the help of the guy who made it, we just popped it into the back seat of my car.
Yeah. And it's okay to take away.
Hey guys, the biggest one holds 100 of liters of resin.
What?
Yeah. Well, it's
I couldn't even afford 100 liters of resin.
It's
wow.
It's a Gitsi Max.
Can you imagine the build plate?
It's the height, the height. The build plate is not that big, but it's the height. The tank is I don't know.
How high is it? What's the volume?
It's
I would say
by 225 by 800.
So 1 liter of resin costs.
Yeah, it's insane.
Wow.
1 liter of resin costs $65. So if you need to get 100 liters, it's like 650,000.
It's math I don't want to hear about.
It actually worked out about 80 Australian dollars for a litre of fun-to-do resin. So that's like a good chunk of the purchase price.
It's still nearly worth my house.
But it's so worth it because the machine is amazing. And I did do a video on my channel a little while ago about the slicer and all that, and I went through a bunch of the sets and all that.
I will take a look at it.
Yeah, it's probably worth taking a look at because there's a bit of interesting stuff in there that, while it won't apply to you guys, it will give you an insight as to what the printer can kind of do, and they do lots of industry stuff and
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's an industry printer. It's not for us like hobbyists.
Yeah, it's for professionals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then if you then need to get 100 liters, it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
he's been working on a top-down one, a bottom-up one for some time. I don't know how close he is to having it ready or whether he's kind of given up on it. I haven't spoken to him about it for a little while, but I know he was working on one, sort of more for the hobby side of things because
Yeah.
obviously having a machine like that, the price range like that, the sales aren't going through the roof because not everyone is got the budget to buy it.
Yeah.
So you have the fun
I
to do
think most
standard.
people don't.
So what was that, Cat?
Yeah, you have the fun to do standard red resin, the red one, huh?
Yes, yeah. I had some industrial as well because when I first bought the printer, he only had like 3 liters of the standard and 2 liters of industrial, and then he got the rest in and basically brought it over for me. So yeah, I've tried those two, but both red, and I've still got probably 3 liters or so left, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe 4, I'm not sure. It's all in like a big 5-liter bottle. Just sitting
That's
in my
still a
laundry
lot.
tub. I basically use like one of those hand
Pumps?
pumps to get it out of that and
Oh.
just put it into like one of the 1-liter bottles. And then I just use that to top it up after each print because that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
What were you about to say before I accidentally interrupted you, Paul?
I can't remember now anymore.
Excuse me.
That's way too long ago.
But I was not on this main page. I was on the printer page, and then I just started talking. Excuse me so much.
my short-term memory isn't that great anymore. It's
Okay.
I'll be back in just a second. Oh, excuse my old creaky.
Oh Gottchen. Oh wei. Ich vergesse immer seinen Namen hier. Sag mir mal ganz schnell Garth, oder?
Garth, ja.
Ja, ich war mir nicht hundertprozentig sicher. Deswegen habe ich vorhin Hugh gesagt. Peinlich. Ah, ja, aber jetzt weiß ich, dass ich richtig war.
I can understand German, right?
Ja, ich vergesse immer seinen Namen, weißt du. Where did Mia disappear?
Yes.
Mia is gone.
Oh,
Mia!
That's
She dropped out.
it's
yeah, we were experimenting the other night
Yes.
with a different streaming platform,
Okay.
and it was rock solid for us. Like we were chatting for several hours on it.
Yeah.
The downside to it is, and they may have the feature, but I possibly just don't know where it is. I couldn't find.
and there goes.
There he goes.
Is this Jetsy or is it something else?
What he's talking about? No, he used something
No,
different.
the crashing now.
I'm not quite sure. Last time we weren't sure if it was YouTube or Jitsi. You know what we thought, because the first times when we used it, everything was going fine,
Yeah.
and then last stream it started, and we thought it might have to do with maybe that it's becoming more and more popular because people are looking for
A lot of
alternatives.
people using it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so maybe Jitsi doesn't had the chance to catch up,
Yeah.
extending
The
their
bandwidth.
bandwidth or
Yeah.
something. I think they will have to react very quickly. Not only they have to, but also the other companies that
Oh yeah.
offer similar software. They will all have to react quite quickly because the entire world is going to stream over their news.
Yeah. I still don't understand why Google stopped Hangouts on air. It's
Yeah,
crazy. A lot of people use it,
Garth.
especially for things like this.
Yeah, yeah. So Garth, what we were. Are you? Can you hear us again? Garth,
Sorry?
could you hear us? Yeah. Okay.
No, I dropped
So,
out.
yeah, but you can hear us again. What we're just discussing is, I guess that because Hangouts is shutting down, all the entire world is now jumping on all these other alternatives like Jitsi and other stuff. And I think all of these little ones, they're going to have a big problem because they have to adapt. They're not built for this at the moment, you
Yeah.
know. And everybody's searching. So not only I am finding out Jitsi or maybe what you found, others are too.
Everyone is. Yeah.
And so the first streams that Mia and I did, Jitsi was super duper. And then, but I think in the meantime, lots of people learned about this. And so we're having all these crashes. And I think then all
The first streams also was on Friday evening
and
and not on Saturday.
yeah. And I guess all these other alternatives, they will have to expand their bandwidth, or
Yeah.
I don't know what they need there to cope with this new
Yeah.
traffic. They're not built for it at the moment. Huh?
The one that we tried was like really good, except for we couldn't find a way to make it switch picture based on who was talking.
Oh, so
Whether
yeah,
they
then
have that picture buried somewhere, I don't know.
that's-
I haven't had a chance to ask them, but
that's
if,
a really
if they do,
important feature.
that'd be awesome because, like,
Yeah.
it was rock solid for us for several hours.
Without switching is
Welcome back,
useless,
Mia.
basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
So Mia, what we just said is that not only Jitsi but all these other alternatives to Hangouts are at the moment so booked out. You know, they're not set up yet for these huge amounts of people that are now dropping on their
Yeah, I guess so.
streaming websites or so. Yeah.
So I
Using
actually
the-
know a really good solution for it. It's if we just come all together in Wageningen and just do a live stream in real. That works really nicely. Then we have no problems at all, and we can just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best version, I think.
Yeah.
If everything works perfect, because
Yeah.
we don't have to connect everybody from anywhere else, except for Wildbot, because he
Yeah,
can't come.
But we're gonna
we
we're gonna make him
we
feel
need to find a
cozy.
solution for that.
We're gonna make him feel cozy.
Yeah.
Yes, we
He's
will.
gonna have a nice meal, but you have to inform us which delivery service is yummy, and which food you can which food you like. So you will pick one, but you have to pick it in advance, and then you send us please the the menu, what they have, and then you will be able to choose. No, don't look at the costs. You will just be able to choose whatever you like, with a nice beer or wine, what you haven't had for a long time, and
Oh, I
we're
don't
going to
drink
pay for it. No, it doesn't matter, but we're going to pay for it, and you don't keep yourself short that evening. We're going to spoil you. We're going to make you feel like Christmas, and and birthday all together.
If you have a
I used to
freezer,
get-
just order everything.
You still have 1 week time to make up your mind what you want.
when I was living down at Springwood, there was a Chinese restaurant down there that I used to get delivery from. And I
Yeah.
think I got it once when I was living here earlier as well. And yeah, so good.
Yeah, then just you have now 1 week time to think about it, and then okay, you just tell us. Maybe
Pretty much
one day earlier, and then
anything would be
we're gonna
good.
set that.
I haven't had a meal cooked out of my home apart from like at my sister's house for 3 years, I think.
So
Wow.
what if you go out, if you know out of your memory, when you go out, what does a evening out cost? When you really, you know,
Oh, if I like just went down to McDonald's or something.
no, I'm not talking about McDonald's. I'm talking about the really good restaurant, and you don't keep yourself short of anything. What are you going to spend about plus
Uh,
minus?
at a guess, I'd have to say for me alone, depending on where I went, anywhere from $30 to $50.
With drinks?
Um,
With
again,
drinks.
depending on where I went, because yeah, like some places, like I'd go for um, like a Chinese hot pot or something.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Cat
All
has
by
the same
myself.
problem. Yes, hi.
You know what? What could also happen here is that YouTube is doing this. You know, the reason why they maybe cut or they're canceling Hangouts is maybe they have too much traffic on their YouTube
No,
servers,
I don't think
and
so.
and they want to maybe cut it short, and so no matter what wants to connect with their servers, maybe they kind of make their
Who
lives
knows?
hard.
Maybe. But they offer it on their website. So basically, they even show you some programs. So if you want to plan the stream, you basically need something like Jitsi or Hangouts or whatever to even do that. So that would be
It's crazy.
not in their best interest, I would say. I think just the services are
I think this
booked
is
out,
really
I think.
Jitsu.
Yeah.
So what other alternatives do we have? We have StreamYard, but it crashed on the Friday Hangout US stream as well. Or not crashed, but they had very jittery audio. They had very
Yes,
big
the audio
audio.
was the biggest problem.
And
I wonder if we host Jitsu ourselves, if that works better. I would like
what?
to test that. You can host
Okay.
Jitsu yourselves, and then you are
Ah,
not completely from them
So you're more independent.
Yeah, you are not completely dependent on them, but I'm not sure what the requirements are for that. So
Okay.
I might look into that.
Okay. It's I don't understand anything about all that stuff that they write on GitHub. I know that they're open
Yeah,
source and they offer lots of stuff for people like you maybe that are capable of writing code or adapting something. I don't know, but I'm not. And I don't
yeah.
know if Mia. I guess Mia isn't able to do that either. Huh?
No, no,
we
I'm
can
not.
we can do crazy other stuff, but not that.
Yes. I can make an LED blink. That's it, and I know how to make program a button so that it does something when you push it. But
Well, then you are
that's
already pretty
basic
far.
as basic.
Then it's
You
just a
think
few more
so?
steps, and
It's
then
just lesson 3 or 4. I have to do more. Seriously, I really would love to be able to do more coding and stuff. I really think it's super interesting, but
yeah.
I just need time. I really need a vacation.
That it's just something you just need to try and keep doing, and then you get better in it.
Yes.
And
Mm,
it's
yeah.
not that hard. The most hardest part is actually logical thinking. Uh, how logic is something, and it's the rest is just need to know a few keywords, and basically that's it. And
Yeah, you can teach me. It sounds so easy when you say that. For me,
You can give
it's like
us a
this,
crash course. I think when we're in Wageningen.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I think we should have to meet lots more times because I have so many things to learn.
Definitely.
I want to update my printers with a Duet, or I would like to update the Marlin. I would like to add a BL Touch and stuff, but I don't know, or change something in the firmware. But
So many
I know it's a little
possibilities.
what?
So many possibilities.
Yeah, so many things to learn.
Yeah, I would love to know all that stuff. I just would love if it would be like in the Matrix. Basically, you just get a plug inside your head, and
Mm.
in 10 minutes, you know everything.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be really cool. So,
Unfortunately, our brain doesn't work like that.
mhm. So now Paul freeze.
Yes, this is
He's black and white now.
yes. Maybe the connection or something like that.
It's crazy. So now we have you twice, Paul. We have you 2 times. We have you black and white and in color.
yeah, my browser crashed for some reason.
Oh God.
I
Are you
Which
using
browser are you using?
Chrome?
am
What
I
are you
still
using?
there?
Yeah, what are you using?
Yes,
Chrome?
you're still there.
Google Chrome.
Yeah, it normally
It's
works. It works normally good on Chrome.
yeah. I really think it's just true that it's causing this. It's
Mm,
Yeah,
that's
must be.
crazy.
I was trying another program together with Wellbut. Just a little live stream that wasn't going public. I don't remember what the program was called. It was, hi. Which was the one we were testing? Where we were stream testing. Do you remember which program that was? Which platform?
Um, yeah, it was. Do. No, I can't. Yeah.
Scrolling.
That sound is that sound the scrolling sound? Seems like scratching.
What's wrong with your mouse?
It's on a click scroll mode.
Yeah. Not those smooth balls. Wheels, not balls. Wheels.
Yeah, I can alternate between click scroll and smooth scroll.
Ah,
Smooth, it just goes like 100 miles an hour, and it doesn't actually stop unless I manually stop it. I cannot find it here.
So the Gitsmate, what does it cost? The last question about the 3D printer.
What does it cost now?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure because they've upgraded it
Mm.
since I bought mine.
Mhm.
So now it comes with a UV projector.
Oh,
So it prints like shitloads faster than even mine would.
wow.
But when I bought mine, it cost me like $5,500 US, I think.
Mhm.
But that was because I got the extra VAT, so it wouldn't have been quite that much had I not got
Mhm. Okay. It's quite expensive.
yes.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap, but it's definitely been worth it in my opinion because
Yes,
it is an amazing machine.
definitely. The prints speak for themselves.
And the speed is just
3 hours. I still can't believe it.
No, that's incredible.
that's not even the fastest that I can print. Like I've done prints before.
It's
that
still that's crazy.
I've
Yes.
printed at I think 5 millimeters per minute.
That's,
Wow.
Okay.
that's
Like it's difficult to get prints to work at that size, like or that speed. I can only really do it if I use the smallest projection area.
Mhm.
When I do full build plate projections, I can maybe do maximum of 1 to 3 millimeters per minute, depending on what I'm printing. But yeah, depending on the style of thing that I'm printing, I just change the settings, and I can also adjust the settings of the projector itself to help me go faster. So if I want to print something faster than I normally would, I can up the brightness and contrast of the projector. Because I found when I first got my printer, I printed something that was like a solid model. If I can find picture. No, it's here somewhere. Not that one.
So Gareth, are you watching TV in the background, or?
Yes. Can you? Is it too loud?
It's just funny, sometimes you don't know. It sounds a little bit funny, but it's okay.
If it gets annoying, I can mute it. I'm not actually watching it. I just have it on in the background.
So what is it that you were watching? Is it a classic film or something new?
I think at the moment it's some some Disney Rapunzel cartoon.
Okay, so then it makes sense. This is like, if you close your eyes and eat something and you don't know what you're eating, and then you wonder what you're eating, and then you want to know. Then when you look at it, you say, "Oh my goodness, I thought it was something totally different." So this is the same.
God, I wish I could find this picture.
And then the noise I'm producing is I'm printing a Susanna lampshade. Susanna. I don't have any time to create my own one at the moment, and I wanted to have something to put on display at the exhibition. And so I'm just printing this.
Okay,
Yes?
I think I have set up Jitsi on my own server now.
Wow! So this is what you were doing. This is what you were doing next.
Yes.
When I dropped out before, I switched to the actual app that I found last week. So I'm hoping that this might help.
Oh, wow,
keep-
really? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
because
at least we have video, so this is way more than we had last time.
I posted on Twitter the link. Let's see if we can try it first without
So,
YouTube, and then we switch to there.
but are we now on your own server, on your own?
I don't.
We
I don't.
stay in the old one.
I don't have
What
a.
didn't work?
I don't have a button to start a live stream.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
That might be a problem for live streaming.
Yes.
I saw it. I didn't see it because the time we were on there was so short. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
So it's missing that. Oh.
Yes.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
need. I probably need some more configuration.
So the YouTube channel, did you also refresh it, Paul?
Yes, it should be.
Okay.
I started the live stream again.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay, now we should be live again, at least.
Yes.
That's what
That's
Jitsi says.
lots of start recording. Have we ever tried that?
I don't think so.
Speaker stats. Let's see who was speaking most time. It's restarted, so it's me. Leave feedback. Start recording. View full screen.
Did you find the one we were trying, Garth?
No, I did DM you the link for that. I'm looking through our DMs and I can't find it.
Wait, I'll have a look as well. 1 second.
Or did I DM it to you in the group chat? Maybe
I
that's
think
why.
it was in the group, but I'm not
In the group.
100% sure.
It was in the group.
Yeah, I have a feeling it was. Yeah. That would probably be why I couldn't find it because I was looking in ours. Oh dear.
Some time ago.
Oh, Go Light Stream, or Lightstream is the name of the platform that we were trying.
So I have 928 followers now on YouTube.
Nice.
Take a look at the statistics. Never thought that I would look at statistics. Yeah.
So is this still live on YouTube?
Where can you see on YouTube how many subscribers you have? The statistic. I'm not finding that at the moment.
It's in the Creator Studios.
I think I'm back again.
Yes, you are.
What did I miss? Well, I found it. I don't know if you found it as well. Since
Yeah,
I've been.
Lightstream.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I was looking in the wrong DM channel.
Happens. I just found it, and when I found it, I was kicked out. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this using this app is going to make a difference. If I don't drop out
Maybe.
again, that'd be really good. Yeah, like I said, I found an app last week for it, but it turned out it was like the old app, and it only allowed chatting and voice or something, unless you used some kind of third-party platform. But then I went digging through some other stuff, and I found this new updated app, and basically you open it and you paste the URL into the name box and hit go, and that's it. I joined, and it seems to be pretty good so far. Yeah, I was gonna show you this. This is an issue.
Oh, this ringing, huh?
Yeah, well, like you can see, it kind of looks like layer lines. And
That's crazy.
I printed that, I think, at like 1 millimeter a minute. And I discovered that, didn't discover that the projector settings I was using was like the default 50 brightness, 50 contrast. So I did exactly the same print again, but I
Now you are in Mia and Valbot is out.
Well, so the app maybe doesn't work perfectly as well. Yeah, so I don't know.
It's yeah, we have to definitely maybe try something else. It's annoying.
Yeah, I think we need to switch to a different platform.
Yeah, this isn't working great at all.
No, it was great in the beginning, but you're
Yeah,
absolutely right. Since more and more people are joining in, it is it's just not working anymore.
Yeah. Mm.
That's a shame.
That's really a shame.
It worked so great. But yeah,
Yeah.
what
App
do you know?
doesn't appear to be any more stable. No, it's definitely a platform thing.
Yeah, well, maybe we really should try OBS and Skype instead because
That-
it works.
yeah. It's,
You know, that other one that we tried was really rock solid. It's just
It really worked great,
shameless.
but we didn't try it with more people. So basically, what was it? A maximum of 8 who
oh,
can join?
that's enough for most of our streams.
Yeah,
Yes, yes. But we need to try how it performs if we are more than just
Yeah.
2 people. So basically, if you're streaming with 2 people, everything can work perfectly fine. But as soon as
More,
more
yeah.
people join in,
That's probably the thing.
yeah, exactly.
It's
And
So
what did you say again was the name?
go light stream,
that's
Go live stream.
light stream, light like Licht.
Okay.
yeah, that one actually streamed at 720p. 60 frames per
Sorry.
second.
But it's too late now to try it, huh? Because I'm just on their website now. So what do you have to do?
yeah. It's probably something for next time.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
also found now how I need to configure this local installation for live streaming. That requires some more configuration. So that's also something we can try later on.
You mean
Yeah.
with this live stream?
Yeah, but I just had a few minutes ago that I didn't have the button, but I now have the button as well. But I need to do more configuration. But yeah, I
Okay.
need to have some time for.
So what does this live stream require to get it connected to?
It's basically just like Jitsi. You connect over the site, but the options are different. So basically, you can't like here in Jitsi start the stream. It's not like everybody can start the stream. So you're just connected. You get the main
Yeah,
screen for the one who is starting the stream,
that,
or the one who's connected to YouTube, and all the others just have not so many options.
that was
Basically,
another
like it
great
was
thing
with
about
Hangout.
Jitsu, having multiple people being able to start the stream.
Yeah.
there was another one that I looked at as well. I got an email from them
Back in the moment.
today. I think it was called. Uh,
You know what we could also do? Probably could maybe contact those guys because they're open source and they seem to be active, very active, because they have um, these live streams every. Hello. call. So what we could also do is, because I know that the guys from Jitsu, they are live streaming with each others, those programmers. They are streaming weekly together, and so they seem to be very active programming the software. And we can ask them what the issue is, if they're working on this, if it's going to get better, if they know about the situation, or
Yeah, we can try that.
on this GitHub page, we could ask what the reason is that all these dropouts happen at the moment.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
found another platform called StreamYard, which
I know, but this is what the others used, and you cannot use more than 6 people. And there was something else that didn't make it so good to use. I don't remember.
yeah, I haven't tested the StreamYard one yet, but I think that one did only allow 6 people from memory.
Yeah. This is what I just said. Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of whether it can auto switch, I don't know because we didn't get around to testing that one yet. But yeah, I need to ask on that Lightstream forum or something to see if there is an option buried somewhere to auto switch. Because if there is, I think it'd definitely be worth trying because it was great. Only downside is that the person who starts it basically has to stay.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's solid.
It wouldn't be different from Hangouts, basically, because Hangouts was just the same. You are with Hangouts, if you're hosting, you're the one who starts it and you're the one who has to stop it. This was one of the things that made Jitsi so attractive, because if you're tired or something comes up, you don't have to stay or leave it on. You just can keep going with the others.
Yeah. And that's, if you can get that to
And if it
work, that
doesn't
would
work,
be really nice.
but it really worked great. The only thing we need to test is how it will perform with more than 2 people.
Yeah.
I don't imagine it'd be any worse, like really, because it doesn't sort of rely on client side stuff really.
It does a bit, but not that much.
Yeah, it's mostly dependent on the platform and the fact that even when there's only 2 people in here at the moment, someone can still drop out. It's obviously just these servers that are crapping out, and I don't think that was an issue with the other one that we tried.
No.
At least,
And it didn't stop the stream at all. So this is what's happening.
We're doing it at 60
3
frames.
times right now. 4 times. How many times did it stop the stream?
I think 3 times, but not sure.
The last time I was about like 10 times.
Yeah.
But it dropped us out more, and the stream itself stopped 3 times, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, that's not how a live stream should work.
No.
Not at all.
Come up to like 6 disconnections so far.
I don't even count anymore. I think I've been dropped out like 10, 12, 15. I have no idea.
I think I have only 2 times, but I might be lucky.
Yeah, you're pretty stable here. I think I dropped out the most this time. Which is strange because nothing has changed. My equipment is still the same. So it really seems to be kind of random what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Or why it is happening.
It might be because I am the original creator of the stream. It's not sure.
Might be, yeah. Might be a reason.
I just looked at the YouTube stats, and it also says there that the stream quality was bad.
Hmm.
So basically, from Jitsu to YouTube is also not
Hmm.
great.
Yeah. Which was better when we started with it in the beginning. The quality was really good, but yeah, if it drops and well, it's obviously not working, so we need to switch.
Yeah,
That's not an option anymore, unfortunately, because live
I
stream that isn't really live
yeah. I
doesn't work.
think next time we should try the option I have with the local installation and see if that works.
Yes,
And if that works, then that might just be the solution.
that would be perfect.
But then everybody would have to do it by themselves, because if I want to start streaming, I should know what to do, or Mia as well.
Yeah, exactly. But next week we are all together, so basically we can see live and stream live at the same time.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you lucky people
Well,
getting to meet each other.
if you want to start a stream, Katja, then you just need to have the URL. So instead of going to the meet.jitsu.se page, then you go to the URL from me, and that just works the same basically.
So basically, you are
Like
you are on the platform yourself.
Yes,
Like a
because
server.
we are the only one using that for us. It should be just much more stable as
It should be very stable. Yeah.
yeah.
There only the internet connection and fluctuations could do any harm to that. So,
Yeah.
but the internet connection at NerdSpace is really great. So I don't see
Well,
why
yeah.
this should be a problem.
For next week, it won't be a problem anyways, because I won't be using Jitsu for the stream at all, because we are just all there. So I just use OBS and have that. That's
Yeah. But 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 for the future, you would have like a server running 24/7, or what? What does that mean?
I already have a server for my websites, and I just
Mm.
run this on there.
Oh, okay.
You have to let me know what I need to do to join next week.
Yeah, probably Skype or
We're
something
doing,
like.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
It
what I
will be
wanted to
via
say.
Skype. Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah,
because I don't
that,
want to
that's
have
great.
Jitsu be breaking it every time.
Exactly. And this is a building stream. So if this would be,
It's gonna take a long time.
yeah, we don't want to have breaks in that. Really
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, we don't have time to take care about what's going on with the connection. It should
Exactly.
just be rock solid and work like 10
Exactly.
hours.
And OBS and Skype together work really, really well. But you
Yeah.
need both of the programs to make it work. At least the host needs both. All the
Yeah.
others just need Skype.
Yeah, and you are the only one connecting from remote, so that
Yeah.
should be no problem at all.
Mm. Okay, and you should, Garth, and you should please give us the address, the web address of the favorite restaurant which you want the delivery from, because then we're gonna take care about the bill there.
Or maybe
And
2 or 3. We don't know how many hours we are building that thing, so maybe he just needs more than one meal.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Chris,
Thank you.
the difference about next week's stream is that we will be all together in Wageningen. So
That would be
yeah,
so
there's not
great. That will be so great.
so less problems with just all being in one room.
Mm.
lucky
Yeah.
buck. Yeah, just DM my Skype.
Yeah, we will figure it out somewhere this week.
Yeah.
I've already got Mia.
It's,
Oh my goodness, this lamp is taking like forever.
what are you printing?
Ah, the Susanna rays. Now, let me see if I can show you a picture. The see it on the
Live streaming is on.
I shared it on the chat here.
Yes, I can see. Okay, it should work again.
But for how long?
Yeah. Oh, that's a really nice lamp.
Yeah, but it takes so long.
Yeah. That will be nice in some really uh, nice color, which is not
I'm,
which is
I'm using
uh,
off-white, you know,
yeah,
it's a
but
cream.
also a bit of transparent color.
Mhm.
It's
Mm. Yeah, I'm not using a transparent color, but I guess as you're only having like 2 parameters, it might shine through a bit.
Interesting.
okay. According to YouTube, we are not live, but
Oh God. Okay.
I think it'll take a little while to go through YouTube.
Yeah, we are live. I just yawned, so I also yawned on the YouTube stream.
So are we live again? I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
anymore.
I'm not sure.
Yes, we're currently. Chris just said we're back.
Yes.
Oh,
Back, I'm gonna say
Live streaming is on.
this is awful.
yeah, this is horrible.
It's really weird. I can see you, Kat, on the main screen, but your little
Yeah.
preview box is just
Mm.
grey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
This
old one.
happens sometimes.
That's the
Yeah.
old one.
Oh yeah,
That's
one disappeared. Okay.
yeah. Uh,
Well, it started so great, and
and
a
it
pity.
ended. Yeah.
yeah.
In the beginning, it was no problem at all.
Come on, Jitsi, get shit together.
It's,
I don't know
Good.
what they're
This
doing.
is
it's
no. I don't have any words for that.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed.
No, me too.
yeah. It's, and I can understand it because it's not really easy to create software to make this, but still.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Server-rooted video quality issues.
It's,
That was in
Yeah.
2018.
I
Yeah.
get this quality issues message every time before I'm dropped out. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
dropped
I
it
have the same.
just before. I don't know if that affected my output stream or whether it's what I see from you guys. But yeah, it was on HD and I dropped it to SD just to see if it made a difference. But I don't know.
I don't think
maybe
that's the actual problem.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
don't think
matter.
so either.
I guess it doesn't matter.
um, it has to work to be a proper solution. So It obviously doesn't. It did, but it
Yeah.
doesn't anymore. So we have to move on. This is not. Well, it was funny when it happened the first time, but it's really not funny anymore.
Not say.
Yeah, it's getting.
Yeah, so we have
to
a
the-
viewer. We have a viewer, Chris G. Rats, and he says live again, and really need to move to some other streaming thingy. Yeah, Chris, that's really true.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Google just needs to bring back Google Hangouts. That solves everything.
Well, it
Yeah.
still exists. They just cut the YouTube link.
Yeah.
Does anybody know
it's
why?
stupid.
No, I
Have
don't.
anybody know
No.
which reason was for that?
I couldn't find any info on it, but like, if you go to the
It's
Google Hangouts page directly, like, it doesn't
Yeah.
say anything about the server shutting down. It's just that they've severed the YouTube link, and God knows why.
yeah. That's
Well, maybe we need to know which side was cutting it off. If it was from the side of YouTube, I would basically think that they are working on a solution for themselves without any other platform involved. If
Well,
it's from Hangouts, I have no idea why.
well, it's all the same company, so it's
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say YouTube owned by
Okay.
Google.
So
That's just dumb. Why would they do it? It doesn't make any
just
sense.
And-
to make us angry.
well, we should just
Disconnected from the stream before we know it.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
So you just need to keep open the chat, and then you can see it gets disconnected, and then you know within a few seconds it's going to be gone.
yeah.
Live
So-
streaming is on.
So Google Hangouts is not shutting down, it's just rebranding. The Hangout service will be split and continued through consumer forced Hangouts, chat, and enterprise focused Hangout Meet. It says on one
It's
website. So because they want people to pay for it, huh?
Oh yeah, probably yeah. That's
Yeah, that's another reason. Sure.
they don't make enough money yet, so good reason for.
Yeah, Google don't make enough money yet.
What should I say then?
It's,
I'm posting something on the chat again on the left-hand side. I'm talking, you know, I'm asking her what's going on.
Hi, done.
Oh.
Mäuschen. Ja, ich weiß ja das wieder. Ja, komm.
She doesn't want to get hold to the camera.
No, she's not that kind of cat.
She's a bit camera shy.
No, she doesn't want to get picked up.
Get hold.
She doesn't like it. Oh. Oh, excuse me. So you can see I'm getting tired. Oh,
Tired of all the errors.
wow. Hi, 3D Gusner.
There. We go
I
again.
guess.
Yes. Hello.
What can I say? It's just awful. Oh. Yeah, I don't have any words left. That's just yeah, disappointing on so many grades.
Definitely rebranded. The shit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is.
Woo! Live streaming is on.
Yeah. We still can't see you. I think it just takes 1 sec.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Oh my goodness.
We need something that just works, and Jitsi is not what just works. It just doesn't work at all.
No, it doesn't work. It's so ridiculous.
It's.
StreamYard. Yeah, they also use StreamYard. Somebody else used StreamYard, but it also was not working nicely.
Yes.
So I really guess that with more people than two, it might be an issue really with YouTube.
No, I think it's just a bandwidth problem from us to Jitsu and from Jitsu to YouTube. Because I also saw just before the stream died, saying on YouTube that the connection to Wellbot was being shut down because of bandwidth issues.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it tells me the same thing because of band rate issues or something like that. But my band rate is perfectly fine.
Yeah, ours is, but I think the bandwidth from
Theirs
Jitsu
isn't.
itself. Yeah. Not for the amount of streams they have in total, and especially on Saturday evening, it's probably really busy with all kinds of streams. So I can understand why, yeah, it is a problem.
Yeah, this is maybe the reason because before we always streamed on Friday. Maybe there was lots less traffic.
Yeah.
This is maybe why it worked.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, we need something that works on the times. It doesn't help us very much if well, it would be perfect if we were streaming on a Wednesday at noon.
Yes.
Well, nice. That doesn't help us.
So Chris.
Live streaming is on.
And we're back for a few seconds or so.
I think we just should stop this one because this is not going to work.
This is just ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Hello again.
I'm giving everybody a big hug.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us and watching this mess. I'm so terribly sorry for that.
Yeah.
I hope the next one, well, not I don't hope, I know the next one will be better.
It will be better for sure.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching, and thanks for
sticking with
I
us.
forgot the word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just sticking with us. And we're gonna try some alternatives to
Yes,
see what works better.
definitely.
Yeah.
So sorry for that.
Yeah, this live stream and StreamYard, and yeah, one of them will be okay.
Yeah, we will find one, and next one we will do everything different.